We finally got the news, boys. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. My name is Celeste and welcome back to the channel. We got news, bitches. Hey, you guys already know, my name is Celeste. I talk about anime things, anime related things, Vocaloid, J-pop, once in a while video games of anime. And today I'm talking about Chainsaw Man because we just got confirmation about the movie. We just got confirmation about that freaking Chainsaw movie. So we're gonna talk about Chainsaw Man in spite of that. And yeah, that's gonna be anime of the week today. So hi again, hello. I like saying hi today. I'm tired. Put back the horns because again I have nowhere else to put them. So yeah, and I think it's fitting because Power has horns. You guys already know Chainsaw Man came out in 2022. The manga's still ongoing. I have the manga. I think most people do, so I'm not gonna show it. But I have the entirety of the manga caught up. I read up to the manga caught up, so I already know that movie's gonna be boosting when it gets animated. So I'm super excited for that. I already know what's happened, so that's why I'm like super hyped for the movie. But Chainsaw Man follows the story of a character named Denji. Basically, Denji doesn't got parents. His dad left him a whole shit ton of load of money, like a whole debt. Dad died, so loan sharks, bro, in this universe did not give a shit. No matter, Denji was like 8 years old, bro, in this story, and they were like, you still gotta pay it back, you know? I don't give a shit if you don't know how to read. You gotta pay it back. So Denji basically felt like until he turns like 16 and stuff, which is like the beginning of like the story anime. He's basically been trying to pay off his debt in any means possible, bro. Like in the very beginning scenes, he says, sold one of my eyeballs for this much, sold one of my kidneys for this much, sold my left testicle for this much, and it's like, and he's like, I still have money to go. I'm like, you sold all that shit? How much your dad got for that much in debt? Isn't the kidney like 50, like $500,000 or something like that? And you still got that much? The way, if I were to go to the afterlife, I'm gonna beat my dad if he got me that much debt and I gotta pay it back. The way I'm going ham when I see that man. But basically, Denji in the story is poor. He doesn't eat. He has like this pet demon because in this world there's devils, demons, whatnot. And basically, Denji's side job is to hunt these devils, kill them, and then he makes a quick buck. And he has like a pet devil that he met when his dad died. He takes it and treats it he basically has like a pet dog. He named it Pochita. Pochita is adorable, by the way. So adorable. And Pochita is the chainsaw devil, and he accompanies Denji for any little small like tasks. And they live together, and he always tells Pochita his dreams. Like, he's like, I just want to eat every day. I just want to have a girlfriend. Like, he says stuff like that. He's like, those are just my dreams. Like, just to live till 20. Like, like, he tells, like, little things that we take for granted, and you just look at him like, holy shit. We take that for granted. Like, he eats, like, a piece of bread. He's like, if we divide this piece of bread, like, one piece a day, we could eat for the week. And I'm like, oh, shit. This anime is dark. And people like to make light of it. That's the funny part, question mark. Not funny. I just have no other words to say it. But Denji's very, very bad off. And at the very first episode, he got assigned to, like, the debt collector said, hey, you want to do this final job that's going to settle off your debt? He goes, Pochita, because Pochita, again, follows him everywhere, accompanies him. He's, like, his pet. Like, you know, he takes him closely to his heart. Where the debt collector kind of sets him up and said, he's like, you know, I don't need you, by the way. And like, he made a deal with like the zombie devil. Because another funny thing about this anime is that any ability that the devils have, they had to put like, so it'd be like shit devil. Literally be a devil about shit. Or time devil, with a devil that controls time. So a lot of like the names for like the devils will be self-explanatory. So he made a contract with the zombie devil, and they kill Denji, cut that man up and threw him in the trash can, and they kill Pochita as well. But Pochita is a devil, so he had a drop of like Denji blood, and Pochita during this encounter was like, hey, I want to see more of your dreams, so I'm gonna give you my heart. Your heart's I'm gonna be your heart, so continue to live your dreams and let me see them. Pochita technically dies, but he lives within Denji, and Denji becomes now the Chainsaw Man, hence the name. He kills everyone that's in that killed him, and Denji's now alone. He doesn't have a debt, but now he's alone and hungry, where he meets Makima, which I can't spoil names, but that's where the story goes. Makima, again, I don't want to spoil anything until the anime and stuff is like caught up, which is probably never gonna be because it's Mappa, by the way, company that's handling this movie, and the anime is Mappa. I already have mixed feelings about Mappa, so yay! That's where our story picks up. Basically, Denji becomes the Chainsaw Man. He has like little set goals here and there. Love that. My favorite character in the anime, by the way, is Angel, just because love how nonchalant this man is. He's just there, and I vibe with that. Chainsaw Man is not a light anime, really not. If you're very sensitive to death and grooming, and yeah, because he gets groomed. It's like a whole thing. Death, grooming, sexual assault. Because I will fight it to the bone. Denji does get sexual assaulted in the show, but people portray him as, oh, I wish I was like that man. Because he gets it with beautiful women, and I don't like that. It's like you say that to let's see if the roles were reversed. Denji was a girl, and a man basically forced himself on him and kiss him. He's half naked in bed, and like he's caressing like Denji. He gets sexually assaulted in the show. I will view it as sexual assault. Sorry, trigger warning, by the way. Yeah, he does get sexually assaulted in the show multiple times. Even in the manga, and people keep saying that he's just lucky, I wish I was him, and I'm like, you wish to be taken advantage of? And by the way, the girl that sexually assaults Denji at the very beginning is like in her 20s, probably 30s, and Denji's 16 years old. So that's take that as you will. This show is very heavy, by the way. Again, very heavy. There's a lot of themes in here that I probably can't even get into, like from the top of my head. But this show, again, is very heavy. It's horror based, by the way, too. It's just a lot. And people like to make a light, heartfelt about like Denji, because again, this show starts off heavy. And I don't know if it just doesn't click with anyone. I feel like people watch it, but it doesn't register in their mind. You see Denji selling off body parts to pay off his dad's debt, because his dad passed away prior, and now he's responsible for the debt. He's still swimming in debt. He has nothing to eat. He lives in a shed with his pet that he cares deeply because he has no one else in the world. His mom, we don't know what happened to her, so I'm assuming that she is dead as well. So she doesn't have no parents, he doesn't have no family, he's by himself. He could be considered crippled because he doesn't have 2 eyeballs. So like if something happens in this side, that's a danger to him. He doesn't eat every day. He probably splits a piece of bread for a week and say that's his food. That's not enough nutrients for a growing 16-year-old guy. And then he's always on the constant fear that one day something's gonna happen to him, because he lived in a shed by himself with his pet, and he's in debt. People make fun of him. He says that he's loyal as a dog, when he's really not. He's competent enough, but he's also not educated, because he's been working since a very young age, because his dad died in a very young age. So Denji is a very heavy character that people don't seem to, it doesn't click, and I clicked it right away. And when I used to work at my prior job, and I used to talk to a coworker of mine, she used to say, I wish I was Denji, bro. He always lucky. He's always getting the bad bitches. He touching these girls' boobs. He kissing Makima and all that stuff. And I'm like, do you see Denji the way I see him, or do you just see the parts that You just see those parts. Sorry if I'm going all deep, but Denji is a very heavy character, and I would like to address it. He is very heavy, and people don't seem to see it that way. I feel like Denji is one of those characters that he just wants to be loved, but he doesn't have the mental capacity to actually like address it, because he haven't had mental sustainability to even think that way, because he's been all his life alone. And that's even like another question people raise is like, oh, if he was like struggling and stuff, why did he have a pet? Because he was alone. If you were struggling doing all this shit by yourself at a very young age, not going to school, doesn't even know how to comprehend basic life skills, don't know how to make food, like don't know how to make money, you gotta pay this debt, don't know how to make food for yourself, and then you found this random devil that's by himself, looking like he need a companion. I would take Pochita too. Pochita's adorable. Very heavy stuff. I want you guys to think about that, because no one, like the people I talked to at least, they didn't register, and we got a great national phenomenon when the anime came out. It was like a national phenomenon, bro. And people were like, I wish I was Denji, bro. Like, he over here filling up girls. His goal is to just touch boobs. Or he's just lonely, but his way of expressing his loneliness is to fill up girls. Like that he'll just say, I want to touch boobs, but really I look at the panel like, I just want to be loved, because he's by himself. And it's tough, because though, again, at the very beginning, he loses his number one support, Pochita, because he died and Pochita gave his heart to save him. So now he's truly alone. And then the person that he finds next is Makima, which is another story. That's another video, because Makima is crazy, bro. And Makima initially just uses him. When Pochita was just there for him, the next person he sees, and he doesn't have mental capacity to understand who are the right people to trust and who are not, uses him. And that's hard. That really is hard. The anime is very deep. It could be used as real life too, because if we just minus like the devil stuff, we just focus on Denji as a character, it's like crazy. Now, heavy stuff kind of over. But yeah, the anime is very heavy. I'm not gonna spoil too much of the manga, but the manga does get more insane, like gradually. It gets crazy. At one point, it was just like, holy shit, why did he put gasoline all over him? It was like crazy. The anime is very high packed, and I really want to see everything animated, just because you can read it and stuff, but until you see, I feel like it will still blow my breath away if I saw it animated, because it's that intense and that is that good. The anime was confirmed in 2022 in December, and they were saying, oh, Chainsaw Man movie, Reese's arc, gonna come out, the Bomb Girl arc. So excited. I haven't read the manga at that point. I read the manga, I was like, I'm so hyped for the movie, it's gonna probably come out this year. It delayed. 2023 comes out, I don't see any news. I'm like, okay, Chainsaw Man is a big ass project. Trust on that big ass project. Maybe 2024. No news. Then I remembered, it's fucking Mappa. The same bitches that teased the shit out of the Yuri on Ice movie again. Yuri on Ice, I felt like it was gonna be another instance like that, but this time I actually give a shit. I don't see Chainsaw Man. You gonna make me learn Japanese. I'm gonna go there and I'm asking my damn self what's going on. As of like the beginning of this month, or towards the end of last month, we got confirmation. I found out at the beginning of this month, but we got confirmation that Chainsaw Man, the movie, is going to be released in September in Japan. So, knowing that, hearing that shit, I'm excited. Because typically when an anime movie comes out in Japan, it takes like 3 to 4 months to come out. Happened with the Hatsune Miku movie. It came out in January, came out in Japan. April of this year, came out in the United States. I can wait a little bit. I've been waiting for a couple of years. I can wait a little bit. So that's very hyped. I'm very hyped for that. Very interested. That's why I want to do this initial video. But yeah, this video got really dark. I lost my plot, my points in between. I think this is like the heaviest anime review video I ever took. So I'm gonna end it like that because I did address some things that I think people need a breather from. I need a breather for. Also, it's getting really late. I'm doing this video really late because I gotta work really late. So I gotta edit all this shit and post it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Celis. Please go watch Chainsaw Man before the movie. And if you haven't already, read the manga. Again, very heavy. Even like every character in this anime, if you dissect it and see what everything is, you're gonna be shocked. But yeah, please watch the anime. It's really good. Please, let's get into it. I love Chainsaw Man. Can't wait to see the movie. Again, this is like the whole point of the video. My name is Celis, by the way. I'm sorry I addressed those heavy topics. I feel bad because I just got right into it and I was gonna try to do a lighthearted video, but I forgot it's Chainsaw Man, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, if anything triggered you today, I would like to apologize. If you want something to relax, read a book, take a bath, take a walk, do something you like, eat a snack, anime, do something to de-stress yourself. Yeah, but anyways, I'm sorry for those triggery topics. I did a disclaimer at the beginning. But thank you so much if you watched to the end of this video. My name is Celis. Talk about anime related things, blah blah blah. You guys ready to get the gist, and I hope to see you on the next video next week. Bye guys.